Hi, Professor. It's Graham Gerard. A little sick today, so sorry if I don't look great. But I wanted to submit this to you just so you can see it. If I get points, great. If not, that's fine. But I just wanted to show at least that I got your message and that I did do it. So this is my domain. Conveniently, it's located in my room. Tends to be the safest place for me. Sometimes I like to go to the park, but usually I just like to go here and it's like the one place in New York City that's mine that nobody else can really go in unless I let them. And isolation tends to be a problem for me at times, and um, but it's also something that helps. And I realize that when I can come here and feel comfortable and relaxed, that a lot of times that's where I can go out into the world and do really good things. So I'm gonna try to give you a little panoramic there. Kind of messy right now. There's my bathroom. That's pretty much kind of small East Village apartment. Um, the instincts that I would really like to develop would be relational, because like I said, I'm isolationist, and I have just come to realize that I can't succeed in this faith without other people. And I've met a lot of people at Nyack and in my church now that I'm starting to step out of my shell. But that's really, I think, very, very important to me. I tend to be very contemplative, obviously, and experiential worship. I tend to be very connected with God on a daily basis at all times. But like I said, I need to step out of it and really get to know and experience it with other people, because the greatest examples of God in my life I've noticed I've seen through other people. So being by yourself is not always the best way to do it. What happens when people fail to appreciate the other people's instincts? I've been guilty of this, and I think a lot of other people have. We tend to become very narrow-minded. I think that's what I wrote down here. Yeah, you become narrow-minded, and you assume that your way is the best, and it just leads to isolation and then the rejection of others. Maybe even sometimes resentment, which I think is really awful. But like I said, I've been guilty of it too. I think the way to get around this is to asking maybe others why it helps. To say, hey, maybe that's something I never even thought of. Like, what does that do for you? I can already see in these other examples that there's pros and cons to all of them. Um, and yeah, you don't want to get too far, and definitely that there's ways to balance out your things that are problems for you. Um, so I just think that there's so much we can learn from each other, and that goes back to another thing about me trying to be more involved. And my specific church, I go to Redeemer Presbyterian Church, Tim Keller's church, and everything is great there. It's very big, that's the problem, and that can allow me to stay in my comfort zone and not talk to anybody. It's also, everyone is very friendly there, but people tend to very much like stick with their group or with whoever they're come with. There's not a lot of, hey, how you doing? Like, come here, like there is at Hillsong or some of the other churches that I've gone to, and I really miss that. I really miss that enthusiasm. So it has been a problem, but I have reached out and gotten involved with different people and gotten involved in a community group so that it doesn't feel so big to me anymore. But I do kind of miss that, and I think that that's something that is a problem, and I'm not sure I could ever totally get rid of it. So thank you very much. Hopefully I can get a few points for it, but if not, this was a really good lesson for me. I definitely had to take a look at some of the things that I was and some of the things that I wasn't, and again, it's a lot to think about and contemplate. So thank you very much.